So, we'll see. Alright, halfway there. Let's re-roll. Perfect. Put this extra dice into the ambergris. Let's finish the algae harvest. Yep. You're leaning up against metal crates you just filled with algae packed and dried into bright green pucks. Ash helps onto one beside you, flexing your arching back. Refugees like algae. Ash squints at you. It's just interrupted her train of thought. It's a look you've become familiar with. Doesn't matter either way. This is what we've got. Sighs from the back of her neck. Past cycles, working the algae stack with Ash, you have a little insight into her mind. She rarely seems happy to start a conversation, but is always eager to end one. Despite this, you feel like something has grown between you, something like silent trust. The kind that tends to seed itself in the fertile soil of hard but necessary work. I mean to ask. Vaughn? Why escape XPR? Ash pauses, her protective instinct fighting with the trust you've built. You can see her begin to shrug the question off, but then she stops, rethinks, and sighs. You understand, Sleeper, as Erlin's Eye wasn't the only place where Solheim collapse happened. Sure, Hawthorne would grow up was an XPR installation, but that didn't screen it from Solheim going under. Actually, Solheim was the only reason XPR was ever here. We're a service corps, you understand? Set up outposts and surrogate systems like this to offer fueling, logistics, and maintenance services to bigger companies with extraction contracts, like Solheim. When Solheim went bust, XPR lost their client. Hawthorne, well, we lost everything. He went outpost tasked with just holding on. Keep the refueling platforms running, this said, keep the outpost stable, hold on to our claim. You know what it's like to spend your entire life in a place with no future? A place that exists only to hold a legal claim to a piece of territory, to shore up breach of contract negotiations between your corporation. It's like living in a grave. So the answer to why questions, that's your answer. We, Peek and I, know what it's like to be forgotten, to be locked out. You get hard against the side of the stack, the algae whirling against the glass and beautiful patterns. Silence extends, and you realize the conversation is over. Ash seems angry, not at you, but with herself, for even voicing such ideas. And after a while, you stand and start to load the crates of the powered cargo trolley that Ash will run back to the As you do, you try to catch her eye, but she avoids it, soothing herself instead with the comforting simplicity of physical work. Alright. 1 upgrade point. 2 more before I can do anything. Alright. Running low on time. Alright, sensor sabotaged. Peak is waiting for you when you slip out of the operations center, nervously poking at their small slate. Sleeper, follow what you're doing on the network. Incredible work. How do you do that? Comes naturally. I can't tell if it's modesty or just the truth. Interfacing skills like that, it's almost worth being... Sorry, I didn't mean it. Don't worry about it. Sorry. You and P quietly slip through the main walkway and work your way back to the public areas of the cordon. Nobody's had to quickly respond to the flotilla's arrival. That means a lot of contractors and spacers walking these corridors. You blend in easily enough. Haven't really met a sleeper before, as you might have guessed. Smile nervously. Confidence is an XPR service outpost, and since the collapse, no one came for refueling or repairs anymore. So my generation has never met anyone outside of the company. Heard about sleepers, the data packets that come through from XPR every once in a while. Usually contain news along with corporate propaganda. The reports rely on details. SNR kept the sleeper program pretty quiet anyway. I think XPR are only interested in telling their employees about it, because it made it living in a company town look like a good life in comparison to being a piece of corporate property. Sorry, again, I don't mean... I'm just not sure how to talk about this stuff. Honestly, neither do I. I'm not alone. I'll shut up about it now. Walk a little further, the walkway becoming busier. Both relax a little more, go with the flow of people. I just want to say I think I understand. I understand the escape and get free from it all. The structures, the systems, the company horizons in a company town, small places, small corridors, small people. Slow death it brings. That's it. I get why you try to sign to be a sleeper, and why you escape from that too. Therefore, more as you can't. There's altogether too much running through your head. You look at Peak and they look at you, and that seems okay for them. Walk in silence again, interviewing their own thoughts, but moving together through space nonetheless. After a while, you come to the entrance of the cordon, where handfuls of workers and crews filter in and out through 2 huge loading bay doors. Oh, Peak stops. Okay, they pause. I'm heading back to the Briar. Once again, come work with the sensors. The blind spot you created should give us a real advantage. See you soon. Head off, disappearing the crowd almost immediately, outrunning their own nervousness. Okay. Alright, and now we got suspicion, so I have to deal with that next cycle. I need to get food first. One moment, please. I imagine my sleeper is going to miss emphasis fungus. A rapid burst of movement catches your attention. The drone, fins adjusting as it hovers in place, floats in the corridor. The drone shifts a little but does not respond. The drone buzzes closer and a voice gurgles out its speaker, distorted and strange. Sleeper, come to the cordon. We need to talk. Who is this? Reads the instruction. Drone. As you move closer, the drone bobs away to a safe distance, but as it does, you see the Ha of Havenage blaze on its side. Could this be Fang's drone? Satisfied to deliver this message, the drone rotates and accelerates away as rapidly as arrived. You stare at it as it disappears from sight, hoping for some insight that escapes you. Important then. As you enter the passage that leads to the court, a flashing blue would catches your eye. Drone. It stops to make sure you've seen it, then splits into a side passage, leading to a set of narrow stairs. You climb up a dark shaft, the drone stopping its landing to check you're following. Despite its lack of expression, there's something overbearing in the way the drone waits, patiently realigning its fins and sequence. After a long climb, you come out into an observation platform. Coordinated in the vast, ramshackle refugees, ships beyond to your vision. The scale seems impossible, and almost immediately you feel small and naive for even thinking it would affect the situation. Something shifts nearby. The drone again? Helene. A woman is standing at the window at the edge of your vision. You aren't surprised you didn't notice her. She seems too impossibly small in the shadow of the flotilla. The drone buzzes by her shoulder and she turns. Sleeper. Sorry for the cloak and dagger nonsense, but I've never regretted being cautious. I'm Helene. Shake hands. That smile holds, but the drone keeps a single eye fixed on you. Effect is under. Look. Straight with each other. I know about your plans, and I understand your motives. Look at her overalls, the yellow markers, the Ha sigil. Even on the eye of as a Havenage member, you see them. You are Havenage. Yes, I mean, that's obvious. Probably won't hold it against me. The entire situation, I am not here to defend it. No one is happy with this. Especially not the refugees. Not your enemy here, no matter what you think. Sleeper, tell me something. What does Havenage mean to you? Deal with work in progress. Fair, I think. Everybody's being criticized, some ways being invited. Our members are free to bring up grievances at any meeting, propose new structures and approaches. As council, my duty to listen to them. That's why I was elected by the members. We're in a perfect system, yes, and each councilor, each member, each representative can be flawed and worse. Keep this place running, that's what we do. Villa? Villa's a problem. The idea taking thousands of refugees safely? I don't know. This place is written. It's ruined, sleeper. What do you think the council discusses? The price of girl? We just make plans to keep this place spinning, to keep life working, to ensure. Her sight chirps and a grim look passes across her face to see the notification. She looks tired, a screen light casting her rigid expression in a pale glow. Sleeper, I didn't come here to explain how Havenage works. I came to talk to you about your plan to cross the cordon, breach the quarantine, supply the flotilla. How do you know? I'm making my job to know what happens here. I think you're helping this flotilla, but you cannot do this. Right now, halfway across the ring, one of a countless series of debates is being held. These debates are to evaluate the potential harm that can be caused to the refugees, and the flotilla are left to enter the station. Wait for a standstill. Two of the Havenage Council think the flotilla as a threat. After recent events, a hardline group has emerged. Protective, selfish. They seek only to benefit the members. In their mind, the flotilla is a danger to life and the life. If you're caught crossing the cordon and breaching the quarantine, it will only strengthen the Hardline Council's case. Criminals will ship XBR undermining the security of the station. It's exactly what they want. Yeah, the refugees need supply. Even if they're going to just move on to somewhere else, they need supplies before they do so. So they need supplies. If you do, and expect them to give them. Unless the quarantine is lifted through a repair process, they will never get them. Please running with. Do you know anything about them? More than I know about you. The sleeper. Why are the refugees looking here now? Something is happening in the system. Something is pushing people out of the colonies and outposts that survive the survive since Solheim collapse. We need to be ready for its coming. Ready to protect the eye. The damage something you will know this reason for you are here. Help me protect it. Persuade those spaces this is the wrong move. If they get caught, the flotilla will be locked down, able to be delivered to those with the worst instincts. Forget the suicidal supplier run for people you barely know. Help me fight for the eye. Stop them. If I expose the plan, it's the same as if it goes ahead, they are caught. Every way I look at it, the eye looks compromised, the quarantine justified. The Hardliners get their scapegoat. Don't offer the excuse the Hardliners need to lock the flotilla out altogether. Persuade the members they are safest pair of hands. Please. Look back at her on the flotilla behind, you sense a desperation in her plea. Notification breaks the silence. Shit. Sleeper, I need to go. Very well displeased. Talk to the spacers help see reason. quickly leaves before you have time to respond. Stay for a moment, watching the lights of the tug's flotilla, and wonder what it feels like to be on one of the ships, so close to your destination yet so far from it. When you think of the Havenage Council chamber across the eye, where these people to find safety is being debated. You shiver, and then you two are gone, back into the stairwell in the cold dark below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Toss me a few bucks, also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.